San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jermaine Johnson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners are going offense. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal from the 3. Now it's Fields. And his pass incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And
touchdown! Sky Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Fields trying to throw for it. Being chased out left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. 6-0 our score after 1. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin White able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They made a nice effort to stick him in the walls for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Now a first down throw. Fields flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Fields now to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. Down inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers. Sky Moore with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to move back in front. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't try to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's swung in, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. There he goes, left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 39, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
To throw is Fields.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Again, Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
68 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited it on that play.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Eluding the pressure right.
Over the middle and complete to Moore.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fields throwing again. This one is caught. It's Moore.
Touchdown!
Sky Moore.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Seahawks 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Devin White able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw going into the hands of Williams. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Slot man moves right. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Let's go.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Najee Harris, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11, 28-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
On play action, Fields.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here on 3rd and 8.
Now Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To the air again, Fields.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, kind of this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Roquan Smith
in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Here's Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Off play action, Fields.
Over the middle, complete.
It's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Roquan Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown 49ers. DJ Moore, 59 yards. And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Seahawks 17. Graham Gano is set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Let's go.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have.
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games.